Hello, 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 and welcome to What Happens in the Neighborhood. I'm here with my very good friend Patience, and every week it's our mission to bring you some top quality news, some awesome upcoming events in the UK, and some facts about our amazing app HiKinjo. Plus, over the next 30 minutes, you can expect to hear regular features such as the nail biting weekly quiz and the Chamber of British Legends. Without further ado, pour yourself a glass of something fantastically fizzy, sit back and relax as we dive straight into the next episode. We're going to kick off with having a look at the news headlines over the week and seeing if there's anything worth sharing. Patience, have you seen anything?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few stories. So this one is from Grey Amount Charity helps former prisoners secure first job in years. And this is basically his first job after 22 years with the help of a local charity. They've helped Leroy McKenna, I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, to prepare for an interview for a supermarket cafe job. He wore a suit that was donated by the local business and looked the perfect picture for an interview, says his employer, Sharon Williams. So the person from the charity, Trevor Sanders, said it's about helping someone move on forward in life, which is really great. Just like life after you've gone through something like that, I can imagine like it's hard and to have something positive and have your own income and not have to rely on your, I guess, family or like your loved one. I'm guessing it's one of those like liberating feelings. So good luck to Mr. Leroy. I hope he thrives. And
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So let me get this straight. He was a former prisoner. Okay, so
yeah,
he's a former prisoner and he's had help in finding a new job and
yes.
been suited and booted. Do you know whether he got the job?
Yeah, that's what his employer said. Like, she
Ah,
was he was amazing. Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, that's a wonderful story and we should all be taking more chances on people. Everyone deserves a second chance. Seen anything else in the news happening?
Yes. So another one, this one is Um, a train cleaner in I think that's how you say Then says he still loves his job. So he's 80 years old, who still works his shift until early hours of the morning and has no plans to retire at all. And I think that's amazing to have a job that you love so much that you still work until you're 80 years old and you're still active. He looks very healthy as well. Like he even said himself, like I didn't expect myself to be working at 80 years old because no one truly does anyway. So his name is William Ginn Thomas. He used to be a dairy farmer. And yeah, he's been cleaning at the Comathan station for 25 years and he's loving it. He has three children, three grandchildren and four great-grandchildren, and he joined the cleaning team in the late 1990s. That's amazing.
He has been home though, hasn't he? During that 25 years.
I would hope so. He's got great grandchildren, so he definitely has been home.
He didn't just go out to work one day and just never come back. Spent 25 years cleaning the train.
Nah.
No. And I think you made a very good point there saying that he looks, very good for his age because I think it's often the case if you have something to get up for and something that motivates you and you do something you enjoy, it does wonders for how you feel and how you look.
Somebody was proposing to their fiance in the people in at one of Beyonce's concert, and then they lost the ring, and then someone else found it and gave it back.
Wow. Was she singing, "If you like it, you should put a ring on it" at the time?
No, I think she was singing. I don't know what song she was singing. I found it on TikTok. So this fella decided to like take that chance. That's like a happy moment. Decided to take the chance to propose to his girlfriend.
Hmm.
And she was like confused, of course. So she was like, why? What's going on? Da, da, da. And then I think he was a bit tipsy, to be honest, because he lost the ring for a second, and then someone else in the crowd. This was like in the middle of the pit, and then someone else found the ring and then gave it to them as well. But everyone around them was happy for them. But Beyonce was also performing at the same time, so it's kind of like a lot happening, and then they're excited for you, but they're like dancing to Beyonce at the same time. So it's kind of like, hey,
Nice.
this is amazing.
Well, yeah, that's so cool. That they managed to find the ring. And did the person say yes after all that?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, definitely. She was so excited to say yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. And we have the FA Cup final happening this weekend between Manchester City and Manchester United. By the time this goes out, you will all know who won. Patience, have you got any preference?
Who's playing again?
Manchester City and Manchester United.
Oh yeah, Man U.
Man
Definitely Man U.
United.
Yes, all day, every day,
Okay,
forever.
okay.
Man U.
My money is on Man City. I've just got a feeling they're gonna.
Really?
Yeah, they
Oh,
are smashing it at the moment, and they've won the Premier League already. Erland Haaland has won the Golden Boot because he scored about a zillion goals this season. So honestly,
okay.
I think Man City are going to win it. But should we put some money on it?
Yeah, I bet you 5 pence.
Five
Man U.
pence?
Yes.
Five pence. Okay.
There's a recession right now. That's why I'm struggling financially. So yeah.
Yeah, we will fill in that.
I
Cool.
know.
So that's what's been going on this week. Okay, next we have the weekly quiz. Patience. How are you feeling? You did incredibly well last week. You got 3 out of 3. Are you feeling confident?
I am on top of the world right now. I know I'm gonna smash this again. So I'm just speaking that into existence because that's what I do.
Positive thinking. Yeah. Okay. I love it. Okay. So, everyone else listening, are you ready? Question number 1. Now, again, this is all about British culture. So, question number 1, who was the drummer in the Beatles? Was it A, Paul McCartney, B, George Harrison, or C, Ringo Starr?
I know it's not Paul McCartney, definitely, because he was the one that he did a song with Kanye and Rihanna
Yeah, I know that
in the
one. Yeah, I love that
Whitney
song.
Drive. I would say what's the other ones? Ringo and
Ringo or George?
okay, sounds like George would be the drummer because I've never listened to the Beatles. But I know some of their songs. I know. Please
Get
don't
out.
shame me.
That is
Okay.
despicable. I cannot believe that. Yeah, so you're
I
gonna
just said
go.
don't shame me and you go ahead and do it.
Yeah. It's just that the Beatles are my favorite band. I've actually got Beatles. I've got 2 Beatles
Oh,
tattoos. So yeah.
oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna say Ringo.
Ringo, you are correct. You didn't just.
Yay.
I bet you Googled that, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Because like I was like, George sounds like a drummer, but Ringo,
Yeah, it's Ringo
it
who's the
makes
drummer.
sense.
Yeah.
I don't know the name and everything. I don't know if there was a coloration on purpose, but it's just kind of like okay, because I know like a bit about George, but Ringo, I just because usually drummers you don't hear a lot about them because they're just
They're in
like
the
sort of like
background.
in background in bands.
Yeah.
But so that's why I said Ringo. That's it really.
No,
But
yeah,
sorry.
no, you did. Yeah, you got it right in the end. So well done. Ringo Starr is the drummer of the Beatles, and they're a really old band. So I know they're world famous, but it's not easy to get if you don't know them. Okay, question number 2. Which of these singers has not recorded a James Bond theme song? Is it A, Billie Eilish? Is it B, Lana Del Rey, or is it C, Adele? Which one has not recorded a James Bond theme?
Oh my God, what? Why would you ask me this? Why? I know Adele sang a song because it was like everywhere. Like, by the way, an amazing song. So Adele, if you're listening to this, I'm a big fan. With Lana, I think she did. It sounds like she would write a song. I'm gonna say Billie didn't write a song, but then Billie has got so much success as well. So there's probably a chance that she did, but I'm gonna take a gamble and
Yeah,
say Billie did not write a song for
James
one
Bond.
of. Yeah, but what if they all did and there's no wrong answer? Oh my God. Okay, Billie. I'm gonna choose Billie.
Billy, you
Yeah.
are incorrect because Billy certainly wrote a song for the James Bond theme tune. I think it was the last one that came out. Yeah, but
I think you set me up. That's what I think.
it's not like me. Question number three, third and final question of the week. Which British nation is famous for its male voice choirs? Is it A,
Mm.
England, B, Northern Ireland, or C, Wales?
I would say England.
Have you heard English men singing? Are
Yeah, I
they
have.
okay? I No, it's not. It's C, Wales.
Okay.
Wales,
That was my
well,
first guess, but
Wales are famous for their like their big chesty voices, like Shirley Bassey, Tom
Oh,
Jones, and lots of people like
oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
But yeah, no, us little Englanders, the males in particular, I don't think we've produced that many great singers. So
Okay.
I'm only talking on, going out on a Friday night and hearing groups of men chanting football songs near kebab shops. So yeah,
Yeah, that's why I thought it would be England because I always hear them like
yeah,
chanting a song and doing something like loud, like by the bar after a
yeah.
game. So I thought, hey, it makes sense, right?
It does make
Because
sense. It does make sense. I can see you thinking now. Yeah, but
yeah.
so to wrap that up, you got 1 out of 3, didn't you, this week?
No, I got 3 out of 3.
Boo. Terrible. 1 out of 3. Okay, well, life is all about peaks and troughs, so I feel like you're going to bounce back next week. Yeah,
That's true.
cool. They just weren't the right questions. So now we're going to move on to talking about HiKinjo and the HiKinjo app. HiKinjo is the company that me and patients work for, and it's a reason we are promoting this podcast. HiKinjo is an app that connects people in the neighborhood with one another, and you can earn money through HiKinjo. You can hire local professionals with HiKinjo, and of course, it's also there for you to connect and to make friends and go to events with each other and that type of thing. So, yeah, this week we're going to be talking about how HiKinjo can actually help you save money. So, Patience, I'll hand it over to you.
In general, there's a lot of like price rising, which kind of like goes into your budget cuts, and many people just like just like you and myself, we're cutting back on like how much we're buying and what we are eating without obviously starving ourselves. So with that comes like with different, I guess, struggles for different people. I know like if you're disabled or if you're like of a certain age and your mobility can be a little bit limited. So with HiKinjo, you could hire somebody like your neighbor through the app, find someone who can be like a personal shopper to help you go buy certain items, but also it doesn't have just to be like the fancy one. You can go to Audi, for example. You can say, hey, can you go to the shop, buy this, buy that, and then they can then print out like no, take a picture of the receipt and then deliver it to you, and then you can pay them through the app. And this way they make sure that they get paid, and it takes away that whole he said, she said stuff because you're protected within the app as well. Another way that you can do that is you can earn extra income instead. If you're like, okay, I'm budgeting myself very well, but I could use it a little bit, sorry, I could use it like extra income. You can easily just offer personal shopping as a service within your neighborhood. And of course, you have to be verified for you to do this. You can't just, go ahead and go to shopping for somebody and no one knows who you are. it doesn't work that way, basically. Another thing is that another way you can save money is by collaborating with like a neighbor. Let's say you're friends with your neighbor, for example, but then they offer like a certain service that you could use, like cleaning, or you want something put together, you don't have time to do it. For example, I'm constantly busy, so having a neighbor that's able to like help me with something, I don't have to go look somewhere. This could be somebody that I built a relationship with, that I've trusted over time. I've gotten to know from one of the HiKinjo events, and then they can offer me a price that's going to be a lot more competitive compared to going to a business that's already established. Then that way I can pay maybe five times less the price, but I still get the work done to a certain quality that I like as well, because I can just tell them I don't like this. Because sometimes you get shy and you feel like, oh, can I really say that to them? Oh my gosh, maybe they're gonna think I'm like a snobby customer. But with somebody that you know that's your neighbor, you can be like, you can just tell them like, oh, can you improve this by this way? And there's no that awkward interaction between you two, because you don't want to come off a certain way. You can freely be yourself, let the work get done, and then be happy by the end of it as well.
A large benefit of the sharing economy is
Mhm.
saving money. For example,
Yeah.
somebody might have some leftover food or something that's going out of date that they need to that needs to be consumed quickly. So if your neighbor puts that on HiKinjo, great, pop a few doors down, pick up the food, and Bob's your uncle. You get to save a bit of money, and they get to put their extras to good use. So yeah, that's HiKinjo. If you guys want to sign up, it's 100% free. It's 100% protected, and yeah, available now. Okay, so now we move on to the Chamber of British Legends. And this week we are talking about a little place called Whitby. Have you ever heard of Whitby, Patience?
Actually, yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah.
It's more up north, isn't it? Compared
That's right,
to,
yeah. Yeah, so Whitby is a seaside town in Yorkshire, northern England. And I'm talking about Whitby this week because I've known this for a while about Whitby, and it's something that fascinates me. But did you know that there are many, many reasons why the Gothic community and people who are huge fans of Dracula and everything dark and lovely like that are they're huge fans of Whitby as well. And every year at Whitby, they meet up, they
oh
convene.
wow.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think of it a kind of small seaside town, but yeah, every year there's tons of reasons why goths meet up in Whitby. Every year they have a Whitby Goth Weekend, which is just one of two amazing events that are held biannually in Whitby. It involves a weekend of fabulous alternative music, gatherings of the like-minded, an amazing display of all things Gothic, steampunk, and everything in between. The reason why there are such huge connections to Dracula, let's go into that a bit. It's very hard not to be cliche and stereotypical when it comes to the Goths' love of Whitby and all things Dracula. It is, however, a common truth that this story is loved and celebrated during the Whitby Goth Weekend, tracing its steps and taking fabulous photographs in its famous locations. Whitby's connection to Dracula is probably common knowledge for any fan of the story or visitor to Whitby. However, it is an interesting story and links Whitby further with all things Gothic. Bram Stoker, who obviously wrote Dracula, was staying in Whitby during the creation of his most famous tale. And that is one of the reasons why Whitby ends up featuring in the tale itself. That's the main reason why goths, the alternative community, and lovers of the Dracula book will meet up in Whitby every year. Dracula is not the only supernatural tale that Whitby has to offer. They also have ghosts, ghouls, and legends galore, from stories of the mystical and magical, tragic shipwrecks, superstition. Whitby has it all. So if anyone's heading up to Whitby, please let us know. We'll come back next week to the Chamber of British Legends. Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so Patience, have you seen any cool events in the next few weeks?
Yeah, there are some events going on in Manchester. One is in Cabo Club in Manchester, and it's called Honey, I Blew the Waffle Cable Takeover.
Nice,
Interesting.
nice. What kind of event is it?
It's just like a clubbing event, where you can like just like a basement rave in money.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's on the 24th of June, and there's a lot of hotels nearby. So if anyone wants to come down, have a fun night, there it's near Petersfield in Manchester. So if you get a hotel around there, you can pretty much walk to it for the
Nice.
event. Well, yeah.
Anything else going on?
Okay, so we've got Pack Live on the 10th to 11th of June 2023. And the lineup is really different from last time. So we've got artists like Sub Focus, Little Sims, who's like a great UK rapper. We've got the Wu-Tang Clan as well. Like they're like one of the OGs in hip hop, aren't they? Like from just like back in the day and now as well. And we've got Flo, we've got John Hopkins, Carl Cox, Jeremy Johns, Fred again, I Hate Models, Kings of the Rollers, Shy Girl. So lots of like amazing artists that are gonna be performing at Park Live, and there's different days, of course, like the 10th. We've got like I think for me my favorite one would be the 10th. The 11th, only because on the 10th they have Little Sims, and I've not seen her in real life just yet. She
Mm.
was on Top Boy. I don't know if you know, but she was on Top Boy.
Oh, was she?
Um,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, she's the main characters on Top Boy, and she's really great in that. I think she still is. I stopped watching after season two, so and then on the second day they've got Self-Esteem, Flow, Wu-Tang Clan, Nas as well performing on the second day. So yeah, so that sounds like it's gonna be a fun day with like filled with street food, sound systems, and a lot of like good vibes all over. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Lots going on then. Since the passing of Tina Turner, I thought I'd mention that What's Love Got to Do with It is a
Hmm.
fantastic tribute show to Tina Turner, and that is there's a performance on the 16th of June in Mansfield, if you're around that kind of area. But yeah, beautiful dedication to the Queen of Rock and Roll. And then Blondie are also playing on Friday, the 16th of June. Do you like Blondie? Do you know Blondie, Patience?
I think so. I think I've seen them, but I've not really listened to them
They're
like
like an
that. But yeah.
old rock band, but yeah, they're very good. And then Madness are also playing on the 16th of June in Halifax, and they're one of my favorite bands, a bit of ska music. And yeah, cool. So if you're going to any of those events or you need someone to go with, log on to the app and and advertise it, and hopefully you can connect with people that are also going. Um,
Yes.
okay, so we're going to move on to any positive news stories that we might have seen going around, just to end the podcast on a bit of a light note. Got this one here. Bouquets of flowers have been appearing around the town with the hope of brightening people's days. Florist Faye Trowbridge has been leaving the lonely bouquets in Merthyr Tydfil, apologies for my pronunciation there, to help shine a spotlight on Mental Health Awareness Month in May. They were exactly what I needed last week as a little pick-me-up, said one woman who found the flowers. Faye said she wanted to spread positivity and happiness. She began delivering her lonely bouquets 5 years ago to celebrate her shop Daisy Chain's first anniversary, and since then she has delivered 150 around the town. This year, she wanted to help support local businesses by leaving the bouquets outside different shops, parks, schools, cafes, and gyms in her town. She said it's been really difficult for us businesses with the cost of living issue, so I wanted to send traffic to local pages to help them with business. I think it's especially important to be kind at the moment with everything that's going on in the world. Even if I only made one person smile, to me, that's better than none. So yeah, what a fantastic little story and nice one, Faye. We definitely need more of that in the world. So thank you for joining us for episode number 5. And yeah, we all wish you a great week ahead. And Patience, you got anything to say?
Just that talk to your neighbors, say hi. Yeah.
Yeah. So download the app, happy apping, and be awesome to each other. Goodbye. See you next time.
Bye, guys.